my biggest issue with this game, and what has immediately soured my mood when it came out, which has basically just got worse and worse about it, to be quite honest, which is the complete lack of, well, anything in this entire game. Content is even too strong of a word, in fact. As we said, there is one game mode, but that's, I think maps being the best place to start really says it all. The game launches with 2 maps. That's one more map than was in the beta a year and a half ago. Now, obviously, we don't know for how long the team was working on this game during that year and a half. We know Neobards is off to work on a Silent Hill game next. Congratulations to them. Who knows when or what was being made with this game when it got finished off, and if Capcom had just been holding on to it. We don't know. It doesn't matter, though. To me, that is unforgivable that this launches with 2 maps, and we see the next map available in the update, sort of in the trailer. We were like, oh, there's the village. Okay, that's your first update map. And we've got a roadmap of the first few updates of the game, and there's no more maps on there now. So there's 3 maps in the game, and that is probably the way that it's going to stay. So I'm going to make a bet. We all talked about how the Spencer Mansion is the bare minimum this game should have. If the Spencer Mansion actually comes to our Reverse, I don't know, I'll do a 12-hour Resident Evil marathon stream or something. Because I categorically believe that is not happening. This is probably it, your 3 maps. And if you get anything else, it's RE Engine crap. Like, you're not going to get any fun throwback stuff. You're not going to get Spencer Mansion. I'm heated already. We haven't even got to the good stuff yet. This is... What a huge disappointment. Steve, I agree with you in the terms of the maps are actually kind of nice and kind of fun. But I can't sit by and say... yeah, this is the correct amount of maps. Definitely, it should have launched with the one from the beta and one other. Steve, how do you feel about the maps themselves and the lack thereof?
The veritable paletted, like, what's the word? Feast that RE-verse came with to launch.
Yeah,
it's dire. It's unbelievably dire. Like, you know, Versus Mode in RE5 was an optional DLC add-on. Versus Mode in RE6 was an optional DLC add-on, and they had more modes, maps, more characters. You know, this is 1 mode, 6 characters, 2 maps. This is, you know, they market it as a celebratory game. It's not. It's a mode that was going to be attached to Village and they've removed, so it's not going to damage its meta score. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah, probably.
That's probably a little bit tinfoil hatty, but if they had such little confidence in this product in the first place, they really should have gone back to the drawing board. And whoever okayed this as a acceptable launch thing for this game at launch needs a head checking. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Not to get too incensed, but there is looking at a minefield, or it's like, no, what's the word? Yeah, Titanic of the iceberg. The captain can see the iceberg and is going straight for it anyway. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah, it's a shame because the maps that we do have are actually pretty cool. Yeah. Like, I really like what they did with the RPD and the way they've sort of torn certain parts up, and so you can see through certain walls, and there's new doorways and stuff to move around. That's really cool. We knew that was solid from the beginning. I really like the Baker House in that sort of like googly-eyed RE fan, I'll look at it kind of way, because it's nice to see it with some light on it from a new perspective. It's got a really fun energy to it. You talked about sort of asymmetrical, and it's somewhere in between, isn't it? Because you've got like the old house and the actual Baker House on either end of the sort of garden area. Yeah, I think that's...
Yeah, but the insides are different.
Yeah, exactly. But they are different. I think it's a really solid map. It's like, where's the rest of them, you know?
Yeah, it frustrates me because Umbrella Corps had a better showing.
Oh, God.
In terms of... Yeah, exactly, right? But it had a better showing in terms of like classic maps repurposed into competitive shooter maps. Yeah. Hell, Dead by Daylight. Like, you know, the RPD there is fantastic. So much so that the fan base get really, really upset about it. But hey, it's something. You know, this is just RE Engine stuff, which is fine. You know, celebrate recent victories, but this is meant to be a celebration of everything.
In terms of the characters that are fun to play with, weirdly, I actually quite like the DLC ones in terms of like twists on the RE-verse formula. One is all about the virus capsules and putting down sort of false ones, and the other one's got like this drone thing and an area of effect. So those are kind of neat. It's a shame they're attached to crap.
Generic super soldier person who's all about sabotage, and then generic super soldier person who's all about techie gear. Riveting stuff.
Yes.
I mean, that could have been Quint, what's his face, and the other one from Revelations.
Yeah.
But no, we've got Captain Gogglehead and another Captain Gogglehead.
Steve,
Like, oh, great.
Steve,
Yeah.
it could have been so many. It could have been
Oh,
so
yeah,
many characters.
That's the thing, isn't it? RE-verse could have been all these great things, but what can we port from the RE engine, and what can we asset flip?
Cool. Well, we've arrived then, haven't we, at the stinkiest part of the RE-verse stew, which is the DLC. Everyone, we talked about how the maps were like lacking, and we got one that's from Village, and it looks like that might well be it. Yes, the roadmap has more coming in like generic font with no stroke and no shadow.
Comic Sans.
Yeah, it might as well be. So who knows, how true that is or what that means. But we've had 2 updates of Ivers. We've got one more coming in the next update. You can be damn well sure that, it's another Hound Wolf Squad member on top of Tundra and the other one, I've forgotten the name. There you go. There's no way they're not going to have all of them in now they've started. They're all going to be in it, which means that the next 3 characters that we get in updates, if you get that many, are all going to be Hound Wolf Squad members. Which is awful, because A, who cares about generic soldier characters from the end of RE Village who don't have any character work in that game? Whether you call that lazy or a lack of budgeting, this is the most bare minimum amount of effort ever, because they went, there you go, we've made them, pop them in.
But how many? Like, I just want to interject. Sorry, how much money do you think Capcom make, like, in terms of video game sales? Like, it's upwards of millions, right?
Oh, absolutely, it must be.
Yeah. And then we look across the road to, I don't know the name, Behaviour, is it, with the Dead by Daylight guys?
Yeah.
And they've got Wesker, they've got Sheva. They've got Rebecca Chambers.
There you go. Exactly. Just use their assets then. Or you've got assets from the RE engine characters that people care about. Like, why do we have Tundra and I still don't remember their name when you could have... Where's Carlos? Like, it seems so obvious. People lose their minds to play as Marvin Branner for the first time. But no, you're going to get Umber Eyes next week or whoever the character is going to be. And K9's going to be the last one because we're all looking forward to K9 because they're an established character now.
Can't wait.
They're literally the same. We were playing it like this week just to prepare for it, and pointing out their character model. The difference between the 2 they've released so far is one of them wears skinny jeans and one of them wears cargo pants. That is literally it. It's unbelievable. This is how dare they say this is a celebration of Resident Evil if you're just going to drop it. Oh, you got a roadmap of DLC characters. Guess what? They're all the same fucking person. I cannot believe this is a thing. It's unreal. This is where I'm checked out now. I'm not interested. I will boot it up and play as a character once and go, cool, that's that, and then RE-verse goes back in the bin. Like,
I just want to notify everybody that one other person is playing this hour.
There you go. Somebody please take the ball from me.
Where are we? Where are we?
Characters, DLC.
Characters, DLC. It's trash. It should feel trash. We predicted it before you predicted it before it even happened. And then
that's the thing. We
were trying to be optimistic, James.
Yeah,
we were trying to be optimistic, and they just slapped us in the face with here's stuff from the RE engine. Goodbye.
When the launch trailer came out and there was showed 4 of the Hound Wolf Squad, I was adamant. No, these are just going to be skins for the same character. They wouldn't put all of them in. It's just going to be one, and you're going to get a skin for each one. Nope, they're all individual characters, despite the fact they look exactly the same. Like, why?
It's really uninspired. And
my favourite one is the one with the goggles.
Well, you're in luck, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, it's a disappointment. I'm going to say that term multiple times during this podcast. A big disappointment. Like, you have that disaster of a launch, and then you decide to make it worse. It's like they're just shooting something while it's in the ground,
Yeah, it does feel that way, doesn't it?
It feels like this. I've never played a game that more adheres to the phrase "throw it at a wall and see what sticks." Like, it just.
I don't even think they're doing that, to be honest.
No, they're just throwing it at the wall now. Nothing's sticking. They just keep throwing it at the wall.
Like, they're just they're just like they had all these ideas, and it's it's like they put them all in a matchbox, right, and they've shaken them up and then opened it up, and everything. There's an explosion of whatever is reverse. It's
at least we might have got something good if they did that. I think they've just very specifically picked what was closest to them and least effort and thrown that at the wall. It's just ridiculous.
All the
really does
assets is really lazy.
That crossplay stuff again. Like, I just want to reiterate how much it makes me goddamn mad that Resistance doesn't get it and this does.
Yeah,
Like, because Resistance had at least something. It had a bit of heart. What was it for everyone's taste? No. But there was like lots of love, lots of nods to the lore. You got maps that are unique, new maps to the RE engine. Shocker! You got friggin' Darkstalkers references. What have we got here? We've got the village. We've got the RPD, the Bakerhouse.
I'll tell you what, Steve. What you've got is that when we know all the DLC, I'm sure, almost for a fact, all of these updates are already done. They're just sitting waiting for them to upload them. They're not working on it.
If there was a physical disc, they'd have been data mined to death.
Absolutely. So it's already done anyway. So they can't course correct. And when all the DLC characters are out, which will inevitably be all of the Hound Wolf Squad, there will be 5 Hound Wolf Squad members, which is nearly as many characters that aren't Hound Wolf Squad members. Oh wait, Chris Redfield is a member of the Hound Wolf Squad, so you can play an entire 6-person match as a bunch of random pointless soldiers and their leader Chris, and that's half the characters in the game.